It's encouraging to see how our range of body protectors has really grown over time. And not only do we make hard shell body protectors now, but also soft shell protectors. And the industry seems to be more moving towards a standardization and a requirement for body protectors. For example, in MXGP, the FIM is now requiring roost guards to be worn. You can imagine the force of stones hitting your chest from the roost of a 450cc motorcycle.
2007, 2008, we started our body protection project. We wanted to do something that's a little bit different, and at Leatt, safety is always one of the biggest aspects that we try and achieve. We decided to develop CE certified chest protectors, and that was at that stage unheard of in the motocross market. Everyone was wearing plastic plates with a little bit of foam backing. We have never done anything like that before, so we basically had to learn from scratch.
Leatt started with body armor with its Adventure chest protector, which right in the beginning we tried to incorporate numerous different protective elements into one garment using hard shell chest protector, elbow guards, and other components of upper torso protection into one single garment. And they were we were quite unsure in terms of its development whether in fact this would have mass appeal. In hindsight, it actually did really well for us. We've continued to make different iterations and different designs of body armor, both hard and soft shell, and to really meet what the market demands are, which is fueled by our distributors and feedback from our athletes.
We ordered some of the competitor products, and that didn't really help that much because in the end, we realized that all that it was a piece of plate with some foam on it. We bought a 3D scanner, scanned the people in the office, the guys who were the right size and built for the specific project, and imported that geometry into the CAD environment and literally started sculpting the chest protector around our bodies. And I think in the end that gave us a big advantage in terms of how the chest protector fit. During the development, we 3D printed some of the chest protectors out of a polyamide material, which is very durable and very strong. So we actually used those protectors, and the product developers went and we rode at the motocross track. So we literally tested the very first chest protectors ourselves to make sure that we are happy before sending it to any of the athletes.
In terms of the chest protectors we see now on the market that Leatt produces, they are very ergonomically styled, and we pride ourselves in the fact that they fit well and they integrate really well with the athlete. They also either meet or exceed CE standards. Now, in Europe, a CE standard, the European conformity, is a standard that the Europeans are quite aware of, but it was never used anywhere else, and the US didn't have a set of standards for body protection. We introduced this and I think helped to educate the market as to you could buy a protector with different levels of protection, level 1, 2 or 3, and I think that was one of the reasons why the introduction of our CE certified standard allowed us to do really well in the European and in the US market. The way CE standard testing is done, and we have replicated the CE standard testing within our own lab at Leatt. Impact is directed at a component of the chest protector, so it may be the chest, for example, or the shoulder pad or the elbow guard, and how much force attenuated through will tell us what kind of level it meets. So, for example, chest may often be a level 2 and an elbow guard may be a level 1. So CE standards, they were developed in Europe, and it stands for European Conformity. It's a standard whereby European products are judged. When we're talking about chest protectors and back protectors and products like that, there are numerous levels that have very specific ratings for how much energy can be transferred through the product. So if you impact it with a certain amount of force, how much of that force is attenuated through the product and ends up on the body. When we started producing chest protectors, we had to integrate them with the neck brace. And in fact, that was one of our single biggest challenges, is to get the neck brace to integrate with chest protectors. In the beginning, of course, we weren't a chest protector manufacturer, so it was our brace trying to integrate with other manufacturers. And I guess that's one of the reasons why we started down the road of doing our own chest protection, is because we wanted to integrate seamlessly between our neck protection and a chest protector. And I'm pleased to say that pretty much all the chest protector manufacturers on the market now will have their products integrate with a neck brace.
Impact foams are quite complex. There's always a trade-off when you work with impact foams. They are either perform very well under impacts, but then you sacrifice ventilation and bulk. To find something that ticks all the boxes, that's well vented, that's slim and ergonomic, and does a very good job at impact absorption is quite a challenge, and that's why we have more than one style of impact protectors or impact foams in our range, catering for the different needs and different applications.
From the outset, we wanted hard shell body protectors that are more comfortable to wear. So traditionally the body protectors or these kind of products are very, very rigid, and it makes them very uncomfortable. So we changed the singular big plates. We split them into smaller segments, and if you put them all together, the concept makes the product more comfortable. But it was quite difficult, the construction, so we had to go through like various changes and updates to get it to where it is now. But I think the guys really like the product because it's comfortable, but it gives you proper protection. In places like flank protection where there are no CE certification, and the guys really like the fact that their ribs are properly protected.
Leatt often uses 3DF materials in their body armor, and 3DF is a really soft, malleable, ventilated foam that works well with the human body, fits ergonomically well to the body, and is comfortable to use and has really good impact attenuation properties. Many athletes prefer using our 3DF material soft shell body armor. It's lighter. Many athletes don't like the hard shell. It's really a personal choice. But because it's the material is light and flexible, allows us to create garments and protectors that are easy to use, lightweight and breathable. Our 3DF mesh panels help to shape and bind our protectors together, allowing for lots of ventilation and evaporation of sweat, and making the products really comfortable and ergonomic for the athletes. So comfortable, in fact, that it's often worn as a first layer only without any other layers of protection or covering.
Our new hard shell body protection, we wanted to make something that's even more comfortable. So we invented this new concept where we separated the garment part from the torso protector. So you could put the garment on first as a base layer, and then you put the torso protector over, but the two is not connected in any way. So the garment has the shoulder and the elbow protectors, and the garment pulls it close to the body, and it also keeps it in place at all times. And then the torso protector being loose from the garment, that allows it to almost float over the garment, and that helps with the maneuverability of the product. So with the hybrid solution, we've got a lot of benefits. So by splitting the two parts, having a separate garment, you could provide a wider range of sizes. So it goes from small up to 2XL. So that gives it a more personalized fit. Because the garment is also loose, you could it is not restricted by the torso protector, so it's a more comfortable fit. And also because it is not connected, there are less tension on the fabric of the garment, so it's a more durable product.
So at the moment we're working on a women-specific line or lady-specific line, and the challenge is to get the products to ergonomically fit them well and to protect them in the vital places where it's necessary. So we're using our Airflex material, which is our top spec impact protection material, which is well vented and slimline specifically for the bicycle market. And we also this year launched a hybrid solution, which means that you have a hard cap on the outside to assist with the skidding, and the Airflex material underneath, which means that you have a very slimline protector that passes CE standards.
We injected plastics into fabrics. We experimenting with different impact materials, different shapes that absorbs impact, gives ventilation, breathability, lightweight, thin. These are things that we constantly looking at, but in the end of the day, it comes down to safety. So safety is very high for us on the priority list, and we will continue to innovate to ensure that not only professional riders, but the recreational, the young kids, everybody reaps the benefit of us putting in this work and getting a safe and good product out there.
The DNA of Leatt is really one of innovation, where We look at what is required within the industry and try and produce an answer to a problem rather than take a product and just try and reinvent it to add to our product mix.
The goal is to make a product that is safe for not only the professional rider, for everybody that's out there that wants to push the boundaries and be sure that they stay safe.